China is as ambitious a country as any, but one project of theirs in particular may be the most ambitious to date. I'm talking about the New Silk Road, a trade route which is set to connect a whopping 65% of the world's population, and possibly the biggest Asian infrastructure project in history. I'm James from Curious Matic, here with my colleagues Jen and Dutch, and today we're going to be talking about China's New Silk Road. So do you guys have any questions for me?
Sure, I'll start, James. First of all, this seems like such a huge project. It's really hard for me to wrap my mind around right now. So I'm curious what the motivation behind it is, and also what countries it's going to be connecting.
Yeah, the motivation is pretty simple. I mean, it would be a huge trade project. Like I said, it would connect 65% of the world's population, um, and that would spur lots of trade in the Asia Pacific. But it would also help progress Chinese hegemony, mainly by making their main currency, the renminbi, uh, more ubiquitous. And as for the geography, the land-based Silk Road, uh, early blueprints show that it's set to stretch from Shan province in China all the way to Venice, Italy. And as for the sea-based Silk Road, that's set to stretch from Shanghai all the way to Rotterdam, Western Europe. So it would pretty much connect all of Eurasia.
Wow, that's huge. So I have one more question then. This seems like it could take a really long time, and I'm wondering what kind of obstacles China faces in actually, bringing it to fruition.
Yeah, that's a good question. There are a lot of them, but two major obstacles that come to mind are one being the fact that the trade route would have to traverse sort of unstable regions like the Middle East, and shipping valuable cargo through a region like that could obviously be dangerous, and have its own complications. The other is the political complications. Stringing together this many nations economically wouldn't be easy, so it would take a lot of political wrangling in order to see the whole thing to fruition. So politics and instability are the two major obstacles.
Hey, James, I've got just one question. This sounds like it's the largest Asian infrastructure project maybe in history. Where's all the money coming from to fund this?
Yeah, the initiative will receive funding from a number of places, but mostly from China. In addition to China's $40 billion Silk Road Investment Fund, the Bank of China is also investing $100 billion over the next 3 years. And the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank is also involved, and that consists of both Eastern and Western nations from all over the world. But there are no official figures on how much the whole thing will cost yet, but I think it's safe to say that the numbers are going to be pretty astronomical. So this has been James from Curious Matic. If you want to know more about the New Silk Road, you can go to curiousmatic.com. If you have any questions, you can tweet us at CuriousMatic. Thanks for joining.